I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm really happy to say that the Inner Temple Mystery School accredited training is now open for enrollment. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the training, but before I do, let's just connect in with that part of you that called you here. So, in the center of your heart, imagine a beautiful flower. And in the center of that flower, imagine a light. This light is your ancient self, your soul, your spirit, the wise part of you, the part of you that chose to be here on this planet at this time, in this body, the part of you that's always calling you, inviting it to step forward now, to be fully here. Deep breath in, deep breath out, acknowledging spirits and custodians of the land and any guides and teachers and unseen helpers that are with you now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So I'm Rebecca Campbell. I'm a teacher, I'm a mystic, and I'm a creative and a writer, and I'm the founder of the Inner Temple Mystery School training. The training in its essence is really about deeply activating your spiritual gifts and unlocking ancient wisdom that can't be learned in books. I can't tell you how often I talk to people who really long to share their intuitive gifts, their soul gifts with the world, but don't feel confident to trust what they're receiving, but also gathering the confidence and the courage to express them in the way that's like really potent and really unique to them. I've heard many students and colleagues along the way tell me how they really have this deep yearning within them to trust the unseen world of spirit, but they don't want to feel like the weird one in their town. So it's like there's this calling within to really reconnect with ancient wisdom that perhaps wasn't passed down to us by our elders. And maybe you can relate to this. The Inner Temple Mystery School training came to me in a vision, actually, and it really was a response to this longing that I related to within myself many, many years ago, but I saw in so many people around me. It is a 9-month accredited program, and in the training over the 9 months, I will help you to really go from questioning your connection to spirit to really deeply living an aligned, intuitive life where you really are effortlessly expressing your soul's wisdom and gifts each and every day. Through the training, I'll support you to call in and actively work with the spirit guides and spirits of nature in particular, and also be a vessel for this ancient wisdom to be received by you and then shared in a way that's really unique to you. I can do this because I've been there myself. I know what it really takes to develop a direct relationship with spirit, and I believe we can all go direct to the divine, to the sacred, and become a channel for this wisdom to be shared and born and embodied. I believe that there are so many creative ideas that are calling us forth, that are wanting to be born onto the planet right now. And as creative channels, and I believe we all have the capacity to channel spirit and birth these creations and be vessels of change in this world. And so this training really does support you in doing that. Not so long ago, I really had this deep yearning to develop a more intimate, more potent, and more direct relationship with spirit and the wisdom teachings of this planet and my ancestry as well. I really wanted to unlock ancient wisdom and spiritual gifts that just couldn't be learned in books. And through working with spirit guides and the consciousness of nature and ancestors and guides beyond, I was shown how we can all connect with the ancient wisdom teachings of this planet and that every single one of us really has the capacity to go direct to the sacred, to the divine, to the unseen world of spirit. And this really is the way of the mystic, the way of the medicine person and the healer. It's the path of the artist, the poet, the visionary, the spiritual seeker. Perhaps you have heard that call as well. For so long, it's as if we've been taught that we must follow an external path, a rigid system of beliefs. But what I was shown is that spirituality and mystical experiences and mysticism, while sacred, are also very normal and accessible to us all. What unfolded for me was a really deep and life-changing journey of ancestral healing, of reclaiming my inner wisdom, of discovering and deepening my soul gifts, and really becoming more confident in my calling as a channel, a teacher, and a spiritual guide. I'd been on my path, I'd been doing this work, but I could really feel that I was being called to go deeper. I saw that each of us can really access the wisdom of the universe at any moment of any day if we develop our intuitive senses and learn practices where we can tap into the unseen world of spirit and then really integrate them deep down to a cellular level. And I really see that each of us right now, we really are going through a period of great awakening, and we all have a unique role to play in the healing of humanity. In addition to my personal experience, I've now channeled 3 books and 5 oracle decks, which have been read by over 1 million people around the world. And then in 2016, it was when I first received the vision for the Inner Temple Mystery School accredited training, which I then spent several years working with my guides and team to create. The first class of enrollment began in 2022, and since then we have had over 1,000 students graduate. Within the Inner Temple Mystery School is really a clear process to support you to learn how to channel. It will support you to confidently share your spiritual gifts with the world. I'll guide you to work with spirit guides in your own unique way, to unlock ancient wisdom that just can't be learned in books, to unleash your intuitive gifts and your soul gifts and confidently trust and share them with the world. It will support you to discover your soul's unique and deepest and highest calling and really step into the most potent expression of that and the next evolution of that if you've been on the path for a while. It will hold you to receive deep cellular healing, deep ancestral healing, which you can send all the way back and all the way forward. And it will, of course, really support you to truly live an enchanted, grounded, magical, mystical, spiritual life. The Inner Temple Mystery School accredited training includes over 140 video lessons. It's got sacred initiation ceremonies, which are really created to help you to anchor the wisdom teachings that you reconnect with at a really deep cellular level. There is lots of powerful altar work, rituals, activations, soul journeying, and then of course meditations. One of the things I'm most proud of in this training is just how powerful the integration and reflection processes are, which are really designed to properly help you anchor and ground the initiations and transformations that have occurred as you go through the training. You'll receive 9 comprehensive workbooks, including ancient wisdom teachings and folklore. You will join a supportive community of mystics, medicine people, artists, visionaries who are on their own journey, but a similar one to you. You will be led through guided experiential practices so you can really develop a deep and direct relationship with the unseen world of spirit and really integrate it into your everyday. If you feel called to really deepen your spiritual connection and confidently share your intuitive gifts, then I hope that you will join us in the Inner Temple Mystery School training. It really will guide you to embrace your uniqueness and make your connection to spirit non-negotiable. So I hope you'll join me on this transformative journey.